Welcome everyone. This video lecture is for week 2 of the semester, which runs from September 24th through September 29th. I just want to use this quick lecture or video to go over what's expected this week and what's going on. So under week 2, there's the theories of development. You'll just be going through each of these. This first page, Theories of Development, just outlines what you'll need to be doing this week and what's due. The next page is just the learning objectives. Again, peruse it, look over it, but there's nothing that you need to worry about on this page. It's just part of the course requirements. Here's the reflective journal. Hopefully this is not the first time that you've seen this, because we've been using this same document for week 1. It even says you started working on this last week. So you're going to read these pages from the textbook. You're going to watch a few of these videos on potty training, Vygotsky, Little Albert, things like that. And then you'll be answering the rest of these questions. So once you upload this, hopefully by now you completed week 1's questions. If not, go back and do that. But then you'll be answering the question about John Watson's experiment with Little Albert about conditioning. You'll be discussing potty training and applying the theories that you learn about in the text to potty training, and then applying some of Vygotsky's overarching theory into the social context. And so again, there's the document to answer, but here are the videos to use. And then once you complete that assignment for both chapters, just submit it right here. There is also a reading check to complete for this week. It's on chapter 2. You can start it right here. The only other requirement for this week that's not specifically listed here, oh, sorry, I should have kept going. Okay, so let me click on the reading check, and I'll keep going. There's also the Dear Abby assignment. There's 2 letters for this, and they're listed right here. You just copy and paste them into a Word document, and then answer these questions using the information that you read about in the text. This first one is talking about the crises. Erik Erikson is a theorist that describes 8 crises that we go through from birth until death. And depending on where we are on the developmental track is which crisis that we may be experiencing. So you're going to use that information to answer the first. And then the second one is talking about preschool programs, and specifically applying 2 different educational approaches, Piaget and Vygotsky, to a preschool approach. So how would you see those theories in a preschool setting? That's what that question is asking you. So you'll describe that there. Make sure that your responses are your own. There's some information here. It needs to be a full paragraph with at least 5 sentences, with some details in it, and then submit it there. Again, you'll just copy and paste this into a Word document. That is also due on Saturday the 29th. Then next, it's going to have the collaborative quest information. Oh, sorry, I'm skipping ahead. The observations and development assignment. You're going to be watching these 2 clips after you download this video, or this, document. It's this document, and then you're going to be answering these few questions about it. So there's 4 questions on Jane Elliott, and 1 question on the Piaget experiment. Let me go over this real quick. So Jane Elliott was a teacher in a school system back in about the 60s. So the height of the civil rights movement, and she decided to do a study in her class that would not be allowed in a public school system right now. But you will see the video. But she decided to see if discrimination could be taught, or if it was inherited or learned, or how it comes about, how discrimination happens. And so she does a study. this independent and dependent variable question, the third question right here, the two variables that you're looking at to identify are these. I'm just going to, these are the two variables I'm looking for. One of them is the eye color, and that will make more sense once you watch the video. And the second is the attitudes portrayed by the children. And that will also make more sense once you watch the video. So one of these is the independent variables, and one of them is the dependent variable. So use the textbook explanation of these two and identify which one. This ethical standards for research with children, just answer. Just decide, would this study be ethical? Why or why not? This SRCD's standards isn't really in the textbook very much, so don't worry about that. Just explain to me if you think this study would be ethical or not in today's society, why or why not, using some of the information that you know about the Institutional Review Board, the IRB that's discussed in the textbook, consent with minors, things like that. So just discuss that. And then the Piaget question is straightforward. You shouldn't have any concerns about that. So that is the observations and development assignment. Just submit it. And then next is the collaborative quest. Okay, so this is where you're going to start working with your groups. I have created the groups, and I will be working on emailing those out. Groups 1 and 2 should have already received an email. I will also upload a document saying who's in what group early this week. And it will also be on the announcements page as it says here. You can divide the topic into parts and then plan to meet in Zoom. If you can't meet with Zoom with all your group mates, then you can create your own presentation and send it to me, but only do that once you've really tried to work hard with your group. So you can post in this collaborative quest discussing, let me step back. So you're broken down into groups, you're assigned to a group. So when you post in here, you'll post only to your group's information. So right now I'm in, okay, let me go, because this is how it will look for you. It's a little bit different for me as an instructor, but you'll go to group 1 and you'll coordinate here. If there's no threads here, I've also, like I said, I've emailed you guys so you can communicate in an email, but this is also where you could go to communicate with your group. So check back here with your group in case you are there. Okay, so start your work. The other thing that I'm asking you to do that's on the course schedule is to respond to 2 peers in the discussion board. So in that introduction post, just get to know your classmates really well. If you want a fast link of where to submit assignments this week, you click on assignments. And then there's the observations development, Dear Abby, and reflective journal due, it says September 30th, but it's 12:59 a.m. So actually it's September 29th at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that will adjust depending on where you live. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help you guys. And as always, just email me, or if we need to meet over Zoom or in a phone call, let me know. Thanks, guys. Good luck.